Hi, Mimi. How you doing? Hi, Kathy. I'm gonna. I made a big mistake. I put too much Epsom salts in my hydroponics, and everything's dying. So I'm dumping out the old solution and filling it up with the new stuff that's mixed correctly. And I thought I'd do it live. I don't want to fill it too full or I'll drown my plant. It's really easy. Look at this. I cut these off about a week ago, not even. And they've got new roots on them already. These are my survival seeds Romas. You see the edges are getting kind of brown. And I guess that is a symptom of having too much magnesium, and that's what they get when you give them too much Epsom salts. Oh, check out those roots. Wow. I don't know where to go with these things. I have no room whatsoever. Hello, welcome in. Oh, wow, I'm getting all kinds of... Thank you, Kathy. I can't really read and do what I'm doing. Untraceable poisons? No, I don't think so. I would not want to poison anyone. No, these aren't micro tomatoes. These are my tomatoes from Survival Seeds. These are my Roma tomatoes. I planted 5 and I ended up with 6 of them. One of them's out in the window or over in the window. But see the edges getting brown. And that's kind of been happening to my tomatoes for several months. That's about the time that I decided to rely on my memory. Oops. I'll be back. I have to go dump this out. Say hello to everybody. Oh, let's give everybody a wrench while I'm here. How do I do that? Okay, I'm going to give everybody a wrench so you can... How do I do this? Community moderation. I don't want to put you into... Yeah, I use my spaghetti sauce jars. I'm about as cheap as you can get. Yeah, and as long as I keep them, you can see I've got this silver paper on them, and that's actually Mylar from a potato chip bag. And I just wrap that around it, and it keeps it dark enough inside that algae doesn't grow, because algae will kind of do it in too. Let's see. Oh, please be sure to hit the like button while you're in there. Oh, that's why I can't do it. Okay, I've got to do it from this phone. I'm trying to play with 3 phones here at once. Well, I'll be back. I'm going to dump this in the sink. Oh, I got to show you guys something. It's kind of cool. I wrapped these with newspaper. If you can look right in the center here, it's starting to get flowers on it that'll turn into tomatoes. This plant is maybe 4 inches tall. It is a micro dwarf. And that one is called Micro Tom. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm really nervous about doing the lives. I figured if I do it while I'm doing something, I've been doing them late at night and falling asleep. And I'm afraid to play them back again in the morning because I don't want to hear myself snore. It doesn't take long to pot these up either. If I want to put these into bigger pots, all I have to do is pull it out, find a bigger pot, and throw it in there. Oh, this one barely has any roots. This looks like all air roots. Did I break a root off? I'm going to need more solution in that one. It amazes me how fast the roots grow on these things. But here, I'm going to take you over. If you're going to get, I'm going to try and do this slowly so I don't get you dizzy. But this is what these plants looked like. This is about a good 18 inches tall. And what I did is I cut them off around here and then cut those two little branches off and stuck them in water. And I don't think it was a week ago that I did that. See how little these roots are? Those look like air roots. They don't look like, well, hopefully I'm going to put it in and I'm going to pull it out and see. Okay, that needs to get deeper because there's no water on the end of it. Hopefully this will save its life. My son walked past me and he looked at me like I'm crazy. I'm talking to myself here. Oh no. Thank you, Misty. I should be able to put them out in about 2 weeks. So I don't want to get any more grow lights, but they're getting pretty packed together. But I'm killing them pretty fast too. So, oh, I forgot. What did I do? Did I do this one? No, I don't think I did that one. Now look at the roots on this. It barely has any at all. And I had the water pretty close to the top. This is diluted master blend, Epsom salts, and calcium nitrite. In case you're wondering. And you're supposed to put 2 teaspoons of the calcium nitrite and the master blend into a 5-gallon bucket. And just 1 teaspoon of the, what do you call it? Epsom salts. But for some reason, I thought I was supposed to do 2 teaspoons of each. Oh, and look at this, tiny roots too. But look how deep I had the water. It's all the way up to the top. So it's a good thing I'm changing it out now. Ah, no. I'll be back. I'm spilling it all over my phone. I'm making quite a mess here, and I'm spilling it all over my computer. I'll be back with a towel. Well, I can see that doing this live is not a good idea. I've got to leave enough of a space in there that it can grow air roots. And these look more like air roots than they do water roots. Well, we'll see how those do. Okay. I'm going to get back on here so we can actually chat. Are you still here, Kathy? Here's some more. Those are my ground cherries. I'm going to have to pot those up. I harvested the seeds onto a paper towel. And I just stuck the whole paper towel in there. Thank you, Mimi. You're always so kind. Thanks, Kathy. Oh, my. Yeah, this is my food forest, my jungle, and my mess. I don't have room to put anything on my desk. But in another 2 weeks, I'll be able to get this out. I started taking the kale out, but I took one out to see how it would do. Check out the size of the leaf. This is a white Russian kale, and it's about the size of my hand. I think that needs to go into my soup tomorrow. Actually, this lower one goes first. Uh-oh. What are those red things going on it? Anybody know anything about kale? Where is it? Yeah, there's red things growing on it. I wonder if it's safe to eat. Now this one's getting taller than the light, so that's what happened to the other ones. They all got taller than the light, so I cut them off and put them in hydroponics. These are all yellow pear tomatoes, and that's actually what it's been doing to me. They dry up and die. If you look at my profile picture, that's actually a dead microdwarf tomato with ripening microdwarf tomatoes on it. I just can't get over this. See those little leaves in there? So when did I plant this? March 7th. What's today? So it's not even 2 months old, and it's getting buds on it. And let's see, where did I put my... I do have a little bit of a... Sorry if I'm making you dizzy here. What do you got? Okay, it's about 4 inches tall. A little bit more than 4 inches tall. I don't know, can you see that? And it's getting tomatoes on it. I have 4 of those. I planted 5 seeds and 4 of them germinated. And let's see, in here, I replanted my lemon balm. So at first I had none, and now I have more than I ever wanted. Okay, this one is about 6 inches tall. Can you see the flowers on it? These two don't have any yet. And this one, look at how fuzzy the leaves are. I found out that tomatoes get fuzzy like that too, which seemed pretty gross to me at first, but peaches are fuzzy, so I guess a fuzzy tomato will be edible. And there I planted my romaine lettuce. And let's see what's in there. Those are my strawberries. Do you believe that? I took some strawberry seeds off of some strawberries my neighbor gave me. And some of them were bad. And I saved the seeds last fall. These are microdwarfs here. That's the one that's called Curly Kaylee and has a long tomato. I want to see you guys gardening. I have barely seen, oops. I barely seen yours, Mimi. Sandy, I'm sorry. How do you eat kale, Kathy? Oh, what kind of microdwarf tomatoes did you get? If you want some seeds, send me your address. I'll send them to you. I had to look Sandy's up. And I'm not going to tell anybody how I found it because I don't want everybody finding her address if she's trying to keep it a secret. Oh, Mimi, thank you. I mean, Sandy, thank you. I have a hard time with that. Gail's name isn't Gail either. I should have told you in the note when I sent it. I'll have to send you a note. I don't know. Are we in danger if anybody finds us on YouTube? I had fun on your live before, Mimi. That was cool. I mean, Sandy. Do I have your email? I think I might have my old email address. Okay, I think one of mine that's growing, I picked a Tiny Tim today. Do you know how big the tomatoes are supposed to get in? I don't have a Little Red Riding Hood or a coin, but I do have a lot of others in my book, and I'm getting 10 others because I joined a grow out back in November, but all my plants died, but I still managed to have enough seeds to play along in it, and she sent them to me. I'm going to do this slowly so I don't get everybody dizzy, but this is my book. I have Rosie Finch, Pinocchio Orange. I've got a couple of those growing. Tiny Tim. I've got 2 Tiny Tims. In fact, my first one grew to be 18 inches tall. So I ordered a microdwarf Tiny Tim, which is supposed to only get up to a foot tall, but they got to be pretty tall too. Okay, so what do we have here? Purple Boy. Those are, yeah, they are purple tomatoes, but only part of them they're red tomatoes with purple on them. And this is Tartufo, and I think those are yellow. But I never managed to grow them out, but I still have seeds. Just no room to plant them. These came along free when I bought these. See those goofy shaped tomatoes? I can't wait to grow some of those. And these are microtom. These are the ones that are getting flowers on them already. I joined on Facebook. There's a micro dwarf tomato group. It's called Tiny Tomato and Pepper People. And people trade on there. I just sent out a couple packages of seeds today. There's some Jackalus. And see, that's the one that's supposed to be a micro dwarf, but I grew it out and it grew really tall. These are seeds that I harvested from my first micro dwarf. These are fat frogs. They have green tomatoes. They're ripe. They're green when they're ripe. Thank you. Oh, the name of the group is called Tiny Tomato and Pepper People on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. And today they had Seed Swap Saturday, I think. I don't know what it was called. And then on Thursdays, they have something else going on. Well, this is the only place I'm organized. I hate to show you the rest of this room. Okay, and we've got Vilma and Aztec here, and I don't remember what those are. These are little peeps, and they end up with little yellow tomatoes with a pointy end on them, like a little peep. And I checked my carrot mini today. I watered it, and it had 10 tomatoes on it, 10 little green tomatoes. They're about the size of a blueberry right now. And then these are dwarf tomatoes, which can be up to 3 feet tall, so I'm trying to avoid that. These are Roma tomatoes that I harvested myself. And these are my giant tomatoes. I started growing yellow pear when I first started having a garden on the balcony. My parents used to grow those for me when I was a kid. I'm actually allergic to tomatoes, but I still eat them. And the doctor, when I was a kid, told my parents to grow me yellow tomatoes. So they did that. Oh, there's my fuzzy wuzzy. Oh, okay, and that's a dwarf, so it'll get up to 18 inches tall. No wonder it's gotten so big. That's okay. It's going outside not next week, maybe in another week. I also joined a seed swap on a YouTube group. It's called Indiana Backyard Gardener. Hi, Grandma Grows. Welcome in. We're just looking at my seed collection here. This is just part of it. That drawer over there is full of them too. I just can't fit them all in here anymore. But I joined that seed swap and I told her I wanted to try growing kale. And she sent me 9 varieties of kale seeds, along with a lot of other things. I mean, she sent me much more than I sent in. But now here's the 9 varieties. One of the varieties of kale that she sent me gets leaves that are 3 to 6 feet long. I mean, that's more kale than I would really want to eat, I think. But I'm hoping to grow enough seeds to maybe do some kind of a seed exchange in early fall, and maybe a, what do you call it, a collab, a growing collab. So hang in there if you're interested in that. I know somebody has that, was it Chaotic Mike's, has that winter grow out. So I'm not sure what to call it. I was thinking Microdorf Madness. I mean, all you really need is a south-facing window and an empty pickle jar, and you can grow in hydroponics. Or, you know, some of them I have growing in soil, but I'm having a real hard time with my soil I'll do this slowly, but these are my peppers for the, see that white stuff? Every time I grow anything in soil, I'm getting it. And that's just since I brought something in last year. And I do have neem oil that I keep spraying on it, but I keeps coming back. But these are my survival seeds peppers, my early Cal Wonder peppers. I planted 5, but I ended up with 6. So I must have had 2 seeds stuck together. But I'm going to, my son and his wife are growing a garden this year. Last year, all they wanted to try was ground cherries, but their daughter wanted more. She's only 9 years old. And she took a pepper, she took a seed out of a pepper her mother was cutting up, and she planted it and grew it. Yeah, winter indoor growing. Are you doing that, Grandma? Grandma grows? Yeah, the seeds are 6 feet long. If you want some, I'll send them to you, because that's not going to fit on my balcony. I'm not going to even try that. I did try growing some, and I was going to give them to my daughter. She has a nice big yard. Yeah, last year, I'm going to try that, Sandy. I want to get a dehydrator. I can't dehydrate in my oven right now because it doesn't work at all. But yeah, I was thinking of getting another dehydrator and trying that. Last year, I had maybe 4 plants, and they say that 1 plant is enough for a person for a year. Well, I ran out of kale like in October, so that didn't work. Oh no, where did you move to, Grandma? Well, if I get enough points on Fetch, I'll do that. I've almost got $25. And now they're doing the double points, so I've been playing extra games instead of doing my videos. Yeah, so far they're looking okay despite the mold or the mildew. I think it's powdery mildew. And I thought that was what was killing all my tomatoes, but I couldn't see any powdery mildew on it. My eyes are bad, so maybe figured that would do it, but yeah, especially play the games now through Sunday, because they're giving double points on that. If you download a new game, that is. So I have 3 phones, and I downloaded a new game on each phone. Your 4th apartment in 1 year? Wow. I've been here for 25 years. Well, I never go into stores. I order with Instacart and Walmart Plus, and so they automatically put my receipts in there. But I did go to Wendy's. I left the dog outside in her crate, and I went inside and I got a biggie bag a couple weeks ago, and then I came home and I scanned the receipt. I didn't think it would go. I got 500 points for that. Yeah, I try not to do those games. I waste too much time on them. And I'm trying to get my apartment looking a little more presentable because the landlord's coming over. So I got a little behind on taking things out. Not so much garbage trash, but I had like empty boxes and all sorts of things. Coin out, I've never heard of that one. I'm also doing, what is it? I have 3 apps on this phone, and then 2 that I've had on the other ones, but one of them I've had so long that I've been playing and playing and playing, and I almost got $2.50, and you can't cash out until you get $5. Oh, what is that one? But now that I have Fetch on that phone, I play fetch more than I do the other one. And the funny thing is you get the maximum amount of points after playing for 2 minutes. Oh, it's called rewarded play. And you play the game for 2 minutes and you get 250 points, and that's all the points you'll get for the day, no matter how much you play. Is that stupid or what? Thank you, Grandma. Are you growing a garden at all this year? I live in an apartment, but I have a nice big balcony. It's I measured it. It's 420 inches, and I keep trying to figure out how many feet that is by 48 inches. Okay, we'll wait for you, Mimi. I mean, Sandy. I cannot get used to calling you Sandy. I can't get used to calling Gail Sandra either. I think it's called Coin Out, Kathy. Yeah, if you use my code or her code, if you join Fetch, that one's pretty good. Like I said, I've almost got $25 on that one already. And I did get a lot of points when I signed up. I used her code. I used Mimi's code. And then I got a lot of, 500 points for going to Wendy's. And then every time I buy something, the receipt automatically goes on it because I don't go into stores. This stupid dog, I cannot leave it home alone without it barking, and it upsets the people downstairs who are constantly screaming at each other, but I don't want to be that kind of person. Anyway, I can't leave her home alone. Yeah, Fetch is definitely worth it. It doesn't take that much time, and those points do add up. And last year, just from the little apps that I had about $150, and I was going to use it to buy a new computer. They had the computer that I have. They had the same model, and I've had this thing for 10 years, but it was like the same model. What is it? A HP? I forget what it's called, but it was the same model, same color. I have a red one, and it was a regularly $400 computer and was marked down to $150 the week before Black Friday. And I thought, I'll wait for Black Friday. Maybe I'll get something cheaper. And I didn't. I should have jumped on it. But yeah, within a year, I saved up and could have bought myself a computer with the points. But some days I just sit and play games. I have celiac disease and I need to stay away from eating certain foods like wheat. It really messes with my joint pain. Yeah, but if you do Coin Out, sign up with Mimi's code. But yeah, I'm definitely going to check that one out. As soon as I get $5 on that one rewarded play, I'm dumping that app. That's taking too long. And I've run out of games to play on that too. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll put it up on my little thing. Yeah, I do. I've shared it a few times. In fact, I tried doing videos. I did shorts on it that week that they had the double points, and they wouldn't show them. I guess it was advertising, and you're not supposed to advertise. Hey, look at that thing. It's going to get burned on that light. I should really cut it off. So, well, I was just going to do this for a few minutes, and my 30 minutes is up. But this has been fun. I've been so afraid to do this. And Now I'm addicted to it. I didn't want to say goodbye to Mimi, and now you're back. Because she was on live earlier. I was on her live. She has some great lives. My favorite still was when you and Misty were on together. So I guess I will call it a night, but thank you guys for stopping by. And if you can, hit the like. Oh, it looks like everybody did hit the like button. Thank you for doing that. Why don't you want to be on your phone more, Kathy? I'm going to do a screenshot of this so that I can, if I haven't already, Grandma, I want to subscribe to your channel. I try to subscribe to everybody that visits. And I'll try to do this again when I'm not doing something as messy. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great night, everybody. Bye now.